It's week 3 of the National Football League, and the spotlight falls on Joey Porter Jr. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Steelers and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the one...
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from the Steel City. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
We'll try to run for it with Harris.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, if this thing's within 1 score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see.
And he will score. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Steelers 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into the hands of Juju. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Man in motion is Brown. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and
he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And the Chargers are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark him down at the 6-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Will Dissly. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First down.
This one brought in by Brown.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a third down and 4. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
On fourth down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Throwing now on third and long. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This one complete to Washington.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A big loss of the play.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. This throw taken in by Hurst. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's going to have the 1st down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end end zone. Devin Singletary. Touchdown Chargers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Now, faking the give. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and
Ineligible receiver
really nice job picking up the first down.
Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still
far,
first down.
and it draws the flag. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. And he's in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The Chargers offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So Maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get it.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans with the lead in the 2nd quarter of play. Kellen Mond throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Stephon Diggs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all tied.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's a run going left. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here comes a return, and it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 34.
They'll give it to Harris again. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Another run here with Harris. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Harris. He is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. They pick up 17 through the air. That's a Steeler 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Harris. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the handoff, it's Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. We'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. A run with Harris. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read one, read two, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This throw taken in by Hurst.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
That's on the former first-rounder, Rashawn Slater.
Still second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. 3rd down coming up. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Not much there, maybe a yard. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Asante Samuel that time all over him in coverage. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
They'll look to throw again. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now, faking the give. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Chargers 31, Steelers 20.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
Big-time sack there by T.J. Watt, and he certainly picked up right where he led off. Remember last year, Mike, he led the NFL in sacks with 19. He's made a living off making plays in the backfield, and he continues to do so here.
They'll look to throw. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Will.